Ready to go now. J.P. Crawford getting ready to hit.
Number 3, J.P. Crawford.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him. One gone here. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Here's a 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Ball 2.
Just underway here in Cleveland. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The catcher, Cal.
2 down, bases empty. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. On the ground right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Back now at Progressive Field. On the hill for the Mariners, Ryan Wu. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. High fly ball, right field. Raley on the move. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. Here's Brian Rocchio. Man at second. That misses the zone. Ball 3. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Runner takes off. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Pickoff moved to second, and he's back in there. No outs. Runner on second. To the right side, Naylor. Takes it to the bag. That's one. Tags the runner, and it's a double play. So digging in, Chase DeLauder. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Here in Cleveland, so now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. One away. Now here is Rob Refsnyder. Off the mark there. And it's 2-1. On the ground, right side. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Luke Raley. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Schneemann has a beat on it. And that is that. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the second, Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians.
Number 8, Rhys Hoskins.
Swings and misses. And now 2-2. Stays alive. The 2-2. Swings and misses, and 1 gone.
Batting 6.
Here's the center fielder, Daniel Schneemann.
Daniel Schneemann.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Stephen.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Man at second. Line drive. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. And he'll pull into second safely. Now he launches a throw over his head. Passes third. He wants it all. One down, runner at third. Gabriel Arias, the next to hit. Out to center. That's a base hit as a run scores. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Naylor takes it to the bag, got him. Travis Bazzana will hit next. Ball to strike. On the ground. Foul. And that's just foul. The 1-2. That's a base hit, run scores.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get.
And that's the 3rd out. Back now at Progressive Field. In now is the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. Schneemann on the move. 1 down. Cole Young up next for the Mariners. In the dirt, and it's 2-1. Now 1 missed. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the 3rd baseman. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Tanner Bibee with the strikeout. Bottom of the inning, stepping up for the Guardians, Chase DeLauter.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Oh, that got away from him.
That got him.
And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So, man aboard. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's got a chance. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. There goes the runner. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Runner on the go. Line drive to short and caught. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. As we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. The 1-2. Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
The center fielder, number 40,
Julio Rodriguez now at the plate. The 2-1. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
2-2. Runner takes off. They pitch out. Throw to
He made it
second.
safe.
On a bounce. Safe. And he walked him.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Outside, and that's ball 2. Now one missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Schneemann under it. That's out number 2. Here's the left fielder, Rob Refsnyder. 2 on, 2 outs. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Here in Cleveland, bottom 4, Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And that one is inside.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
So up next, Gabriel Arias. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Quick toss to first. Arias back in standing. And here is Patrick Bailey. That's a little bit low. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Rodriguez hustles to get it in. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Brayan Rocchio digs in now, gets him to chase after that one. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit into the outfield. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the
runner on the move. Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A 3-run homer, and they add on. It's 7-0. So 2 down. Now it's the Guardians DH, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And Rhys Hoskins with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
4 runs already in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Ends the inning after they... We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Ball in.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's the 2-2. On a line. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, number 8.
And next is the designated hitter, Dominic Canzone. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. And they tag him out. The Guardians up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch in the dirt. Full count now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And there's 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Cole Young.
Second baseman, Cole Young.
Two down, nobody on. Late on that fastball.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And that is that. here in Cleveland. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. The 2-1. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That'll drop in, plays it on a hop. They take the force out, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Stepping in, Gabriel Arias.
Third baseman, number 13, Gabriel
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone. Patrick Bailey, the next to hit, the 1-1. Out towards right center field. Raley should have this one, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Travis Bazzana getting ready to hit. Slide, and he catches it. Back now at Progressive Field. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, J.P. Crawford. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And a good start to the inning. Julio Rodriguez will hit next. And a 2-1 on the way. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. DeLauder takes it in for the out. And there's one down. One out man at first. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. Here's Josh Naylor. That one's in there. And the count 1-2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Bazzana for 1. Double play. They can't seem to break. Here in Cleveland, well, we go bottom 6. Woo, back to in the third time through the order. Chris, he has been excellent. What's been working for him specifically?
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Now it's the right fielder. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Andres Munoz. He's into the game with the bases empty. 1-1 now.
Ball, that's out. Aye!
Munoz delivers. Swing and a ball popped up. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Manzardo. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Munoz, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. The 1-2. And down on strikes. And that is the third out of the inning. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that Good thing.
Singy, were you the Guardians going with a new pitcher? Matt Vesta.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning. We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. To first, and he scrambles back safely. Took a big turn there. Now it's the DH, Dominic Canzone. Base hit. And now 2 aboard.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
To the right side. Oh, he throws it away. And in comes the runner from second to score. A big mistake there. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now the third baseman. That misses. 3-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended.
Popped up on the left side of the infield. Rocchio brings it in. Both runners tagging. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Back here in Cleveland, stepping up for the Guardians, Rhys Hoskins.
Number 8,
and that one fouled off. 1-2 now. This one in the air, center field. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down. Now here is Daniel Schneemann. Munoz, an all-star a season ago, 27 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. The Guardians up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one is lifted in the air. Refsnyder under this one. Touches down. That's a hit. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple.
Up next for the Guardians.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And a 1-1. Bunting for a hit. To the plate.
On the tag, he's out.
And they defend the squeeze perfectly. So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Bunting gets it down to first. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana, on the ground at first, but that rolls foul. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 on, 2 outs. Called out on strike. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, J.P. Crawford. That one ripped, but foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the leadoff man aboard.
All over that one right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And there's a hit. And now two aboard.
Back-to-back singles, just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of
it. In the air, left field. Kwan sprinting after it. Hauls it in, one away.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Two aboard. Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. A three-run shot. Here's the left fielder, Rob Refsnyder. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Got him looking. Now two away. Luke Raley, the next to hit. Two down, nobody on. High fly ball down the left field line. Kwan moving back. And that one is off the top of the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Man on second, two down. That's ripped into the outfield. And that'll do it. Back now at Progressive Field. On to the bottom of the eighth. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. In the air, right field. Raley on his way over. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. 2-2. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. And up next for Cleveland, Chase DeLauter. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Mansardo. Ball to strike, the pitch. That one ripped right center field. That's going back. Back some more. Gone! A solo shot. And they add to their lead. It's 9-4. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Right side. And foul ball. The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez under it. And that is that. Here in Cleveland, we go to the ninth. Cole Young now at the plate. That one almost got him. Outside low. 3 balls and a strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Here's the third baseman. And a big swing and a miss. Got him swinging for the K. Down to the last out for the Mariners. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out. So a man at first. And the batter now, Julio. Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. So digging in, Cal Raleigh. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases. And now it's Josh Naylor. Swing, and he popped it up. Rocchio. And that'll do it. The Guardians slug their way to a win in this one.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games